Beth, I'm now going to ask you a series of what I'm calling rapid fire questions, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started, okay? When did you first know you wanted to be a lawyer?
I first wanted to become a lawyer working working in the nonprofit sector, actually helping connect homeless people with services, and I kept seeing the services disappear. We literally, back in those days, had a reference book, and the reference book got smaller every 6 months because agencies were going out of business, and I thought if I went to law school, maybe I could help create additional services or fill the gap that I saw that existed.
That's great. Do you have a favorite attorney to litigate against?
I like litigating against Julia Strickland from Strzok because I respect her and she's tough, and we've done the dance enough that I know what to expect.
What do you think the biggest change to the class action landscape has been over the previous 5 years?
Oh, no doubt it's Concepcion.
What's the best legal movie?
Top Gun.
I like what you did there. What's the best non-legal movie?
Annie Hall.
Me too. Me too. You guys hit my two favorite movies. Sorry. Has there been any particular book that you've gifted more than others in your life?
You know, the book that I have gifted the most is Michael Singer's Untethered Soul, and it's actually an American treatment of Buddhism.
What was your least favorite law school class?
Contracts.
What's the biggest growth area in class action law?
I'm seeing more and more environmental cases that are taking federal laws and using them in creative ways to address air and water contamination. And I don't know if it's a growth industry, but I'm seeing more and more of it, and I'm seeing more and more nonprofits starting to use those laws in new and different ways to litigate those issues.
What's the worst case for the plaintiff? Carrera, Concepcion, or Dukes?
Concepcion.
And why?
Because it prevents lawyers from taking 80% of the cases that we could.
In your opinion, what's the most worthy legal nonprofit organization?
Public justice.
Would you advise the next generation to go to law school?
I think that there is room for anybody to practice law if it's what they really want to do. I think the time of going to law school because you don't know what you want to do with your life and you have a philosophy degree is long gone. And folks that do that are going to be frustrated and disappointed. But people who want to use law for the right reasons, there's always going to be plenty of good work for them to do.
Which is the most beautiful courthouse?
There's a courthouse in Grays Harbor County that is spectacular and includes some frescoes that are simply amazing.
If you had one poignant piece of advice to give a young lawyer, what would that be?
Make sure that that the area that they choose to practice in is something they really care about, because then I think everything flows from that.
Beth, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thanks, Steve.